Hello, everybody, and welcome to Take Two. Take one just didn't cut it. So this is our second attempt. Welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. This is Barbara. How are you today? You can leave me comments below the video if you're ever having questions or anything. I don't know why, but I want to put that out there. So welcome. Today we have a lot of clear quartz in the background. My guides told me we needed a lot of clear quartz. And to me, the clear quartz is this purity of thought and purity of feelings. Like we need to keep our thoughts and feelings of a high vibration, a high frequency, compassion, love, forgiveness. We need to be living that way right now. Do not get sucked down into the darkness, okay? I know it's a thing we have to do every single day, but do whatever you have to keep your vibe high. And that means singing bowls and bells, tuning forks, crystals, eating high frequency foods, which is usually, real food. Doing things that bring you joy. If playing with your kitten brings you joy, then play with your kitten or your puppy or your grandchildren or, doing your arts and crafts, reading a book. Whatever it is that makes you feel good, that's what we need to be doing. And ye harm none, though. Okay, so today in our background, we have this beautiful crystal wood knot by our friend Mike. This one is for sale. And I just this one was like screaming at me today. I have to point out how that geode is stuck in there. It's not really stuck. How he's got it nestled in there is just amazing to me. So we've got that, and then that one is surrounded by all these clear quartz points. So this is your reminder to keep your thoughts and feelings vibing high, baby. If you are new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. We've got 3 stacks hidden under boxes. 1, 2, 3. The reason they're hidden under boxes is to encourage you to use your intuition. Each stack includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal or stone, and each one tells a story. So your job is to think of an idea, an issue, or a question, and then choose one of the stacks, 2 of the stacks, or all 3 of the stacks. There's no rules here. You're the only one that comes up with the rules. I'm just winging it, so we're going to get started. It's been really super cold. It's been below 0 here, so my heat is on. And when that happens, my throat gets really dry, so I apologize for that. I would drink water in my sleep if I could. All right, if you chose stack number 1, your crystal is sparkle quartz. Look at how sparkly it is. Isn't that amazing? So sparkle quartz is a master healer, just like all the quartz family. It's very powerful. And again, this is all about purity of thought and feelings. This acts at a high frequency. It's good for all the chakras, but it's also, crown chakra. So very high frequency. But here's the thing with the physical body, it is effective for chronic fatigue, arthritis, depression, bone ailments, and gastrointestinal troubles. So a lot of people are experiencing all these things right now because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. So this would be a really good crystal to carry on your body, whether it's in a pocket or you're wearing it as jewelry or whatever. But clear quartz is a really good crystal to have on you because this not only helps your physical body, it helps, it helps balance your aura, your energy fields. So this is a really good crystal to have on your body right now, especially. Oof, look at that. Look at the little rainbows. I love it. All right, your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. And look at this majestic being. This is the Six of Acorns, or the Six of Fire. I want you to pay attention to the way this beautiful being is standing. Its stance. It is confident. This is victory right here. This is victory. Either you're just finishing something up or you're going to finish something up. But this is your victory. So if your question had a yes or no answer, here's yes. Hello. This is triumph, success, victory, completion. You've also got right here in the background, see the two orbs that cross? Well, there's a Vesica Pisces right there. That is the eye of God, creator, source, spirit. And this is saying, the divine has your back. I mean, it is literally touching this creature's back. So whatever's going on in your life, you've got the divine right behind you, and you will be victorious, or you were just victorious. And, celebrate the heck out of that if that's where you're at. Now we've got a card from the Tarot Grand Lux to add to it, and we have a major arcana, and it is the Tower card. And most people are like, oh my gosh, not the Tower. The Tower is a great card to have, because what's happening with the Tower is old ways are breaking down so that something newer and better can be born to you. You've reached a completion with this card. You have a victory. You have your success, your triumph. And now something else is going to break down to bring in something better. So, this could be something like, your blender dies, so you can go buy a new one. You've had that same blender for 25 years. Okay, I hope it's not my blender, because I love my blender. It could be your car finally giving its last breath, so that you can get something newer and better. It could be a relationship. I've had many relationships where, well, not many, but I've had relationships where I look back on it and I go, oh my gosh, why did I stick with that so long? That was not good. It was not healthy. At the time, it really hurt for the breakup. But then later, I saw that it was the best possible thing that could have happened. So don't look at the Tower card as something bad. It's the old ways falling away so something new and better can be born for you. So we're going to add to that a card from the Celtic Tree Oracle, which is the deck that Miss Althea picked last week for us. And I wanted to, open it up and check it out. And my guide said, nope, you're going to wing it. So, woohoo! If your card from that deck is the Fairn Alder. Card number 3. And let's see what the book says. Alder is especially connected to prophecy. Alder reminds you of your bird and animal totems, as well as your guardian spirits and allies, and asks you to listen to their messages. When this tree appears in a reading, reconnect to your own ancestors or spiritual lineages for guidance, information, and support. Be alert to synchronicities in your daily life. Look to your dreams and record their wisdom. If you set an intention before you go to sleep, they will give you answers. Hopefully they don't give you answers at 3 o'clock in the morning and then you can't go back to sleep. Not that that's ever happened to me. It may also be a time to use your divination tools or consult a trusted friend or psychic. What does your intuition tell you? What does your gut say? If you are involved in a dispute or conflict, this tree offers you spiritual strength and protection. Alder possesses a strong male energy that offers you backbone and strength. It provides a bridge over troubled waters. So when you receive Alder, you are asked to address your balance of masculine and feminine energies. What is the best use of these energies? Perhaps you are being overly assertive or aggressive, Or perhaps you are being too passive or dependent on others right now and giving away your power. Alder asks you to work from your own inner sense of authority. So trust your feelings, thoughts, and visions. Farron Alder offers you support as you delve into your own inner knowing. So that is Farron Alder. Interesting. You got a major arcana, you have victory, and then this is talking about your inner knowing or intuition. Beautiful. If you chose stack number 2, oh, excuse me. Your stone is blue-green obsidian. See if we can get some of the blue in there. There, you can kind of see some of the blue. So this type of obsidian is from the Mount St. Helens area, and it can help support the throat chakra, which I need right now, apparently. Aiding communication, creativity, astral travel. It can help enhance telepathic and psychic abilities. It's good for reading the tarot. Sweet. By clearing the path of communication, this type of obsidian helps you to have a stronger connection to your own abilities. So blue-green obsidian can also be used in speech therapy, art therapy, and it's good for Alzheimer's. And it's connected to the sun sign of Aquarius. This is just a little one. I have to choose smaller stones so they fit under the boxes. All right, your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot, and we have a major arcana. This is the wheel. I think we had this one last week. It's represented by the octopus, the many-tentacled, many-armed octopus. This is all about changes coming, lots of options, possibilities. It can also be multitasking, which, you know, for some of us doesn't really work. Like I have 47 projects going on at any given time, and it doesn't mean I finish any of them. When I finish one, I have to celebrate it because it's like, woohoo! And then I add 3 more. So, you know, that's why I have so many. But this says you have lots of options coming. Either that or you already do. Maybe you're a little bit confused. So let's see what the next card is. It's the Tarot Grand Lux. And we have another major arcana. This is the Sun card. You have 2 major arcanas. The Sun, which is card number 19. Whoops, sorry. And we have the Wheel, which is card number 10. So the Sun card, some people say this is the highest card you can get in the deck. The Sun brings us energy. Look at the picture, the gold in there. You've got 2 dancers down here, almost like Kokopelli, which is fertility. And then you've got this gold being, this very Egyptian. The Sun brings us energy. This is equivalent to our solar plexus, our energy center. And so what my guides are saying right now is you've got all these options right now, all these different ways you can go, different things you can do. And really, it doesn't matter which one you pick because they're all golden, right? So if you have 47 projects going on like me, just pick one, whatever makes you happy. If this is about a job and you have 3 options, they're golden because right now that's where you are at. You are golden because you're putting it out there to the world that, you know what? I'm a magnet for all good things. I am a magnet for all good things. I'm a magnet for good people that lift me up, that support me, that love me. I'm a magnet for the best possible jobs for me. When you do that, then no matter what you pick, it's going to be the right answer. Hopefully that makes sense. This is very powerful combination. We're going to add to that a card from the Celtic Tree Oracle. Oh, I'm going to look at the book and see if you're going to tell me how to pronounce that. It's card number 13. Are there any pronunciations? No, of course not. Okay, so it is. Oh, it's Celtic, so Negatal Reed. Negatal? That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Negatal Reed. Kind of looks like a cattail. When you get this read in a reading, it is time to focus on a desired outcome and take action. Wow, we were just talking about that with these cards. If you are looking for a job, make calls and set up appointments. If you are working on a project, set up your itinerary and get busy. Today is the day. Set your intentions and back them up with daily affirmations. Like I said, I am a magnet for the best possible job for me. I'm a magnet for the best possible relationship for me. Ask your community for help and seek out those who will support you. Again, I'm a magnet for people that love me, care about me, and support me. Call upon those who are in a position to lend you a hand up. It is time for strong, determined action. Go for the bullseye. Do not settle. Use your energy to make your dreams come true. I'm telling you, now is the time to make the dreams come true for everybody. This card also asks you to either reset your intentions and goals to make them more current or more realistic, or to re-energize them. Take stock. Write down ways you can implement your dreams. It is time to take concrete actions towards your goals. Even small steps can make a big difference. This is a great time to seek out a friend who can act as a support and a witness, helping you launch your ideas into reality. So a really good example is I wrote up a business plan about 2 years ago for my next big project. And so what I'm getting for me personally, and we're going to use that as an example, is, you know what? I wrote that 2 years ago. I should go back to that business plan and read it over and see what changes I need to make. Because a lot has happened in 2 years. All this stuff that's going on in the world didn't exist back then. Well, as far as we were aware. So a lot happens in 2 years. So if there's something, some dream that you have that you've had for a long time, maybe it's time to write it down, make little changes to it, change the wording of it. We don't want to just dream. We want to put that into action. I am a magnet for all good things. I am a magnet for the perfect mate for me. I am a magnet for prosperity and abundance and all the resources I need to fulfill my dreams. Whatever that is, put it out there. All right, that was stack number 2. If you chose stack number 3, your stone that's not a stone is opalite. It's a stone that's not a stone because it's man-made. It has highly energetic qualities, though. It's good for the throat chakra, but it's good for the higher chakras as well. It's really good for meditation, and it helps improve communication, especially spiritual communication. So again, higher chakras like crown chakra. I'm going to use this to meditate and talk to my highest self, or to my ancestors, or to my spirit guides that live in the light. It can help remove energy blockages of the chakras and meridians. Emotionally, opalite helps by assisting during transitions of all kinds, and we're all transitioning right now. It engenders persistence and gives us strength in verbalizing our hidden feelings. It can also help us be successful in business. Now, there's a lot of people that are transitioning into the higher realms these days. So this can not only help them, but it can help those of us that are left behind. So keep that in mind. when someone leaves this world, it's harder for those of us that are left behind because we feel left behind. There's a big hole. And we're not always sure how to fill it. I'm not saying fill it with a crystal, but I'm saying that it can be difficult, and we need to do the best that we can, and we need to know that when those people transition to the higher realms, they become our spirit guides, and they're very, very powerful out there. They are more powerful out there than we are here, and we need to ask them for help. Okay? All right, your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot, and we get another major arcana. It must be major arcana day. This is the World card, card number 21. This is the last major arcana, and it's represented by the whale. And the whale is the record keeper. The whale is like this mobile library. The whale is here to not just raise the frequency, but to assist humanity and Mother Earth in ascension. So this card is the fulfillment, the completion of a cycle, something ending because it's time for it to end. And it's really interesting that I was just talking about people passing with the opalite, and now we have this. There are lots of people who are leaving this reality. And, you know, part of me is trying not to be jealous because I want to see what it looks like. I want to go there. But I know I got lots to do here. And you know, a lot of people are sad because, like I said, it leaves a hole in your heart. But you have to know that they're in a better place, and they are our spirit guides, and we can call on them for help. So this whale record keeper is telling us that when you reach the completion of something, even if it's just an art project, there's a satisfaction, a fulfillment of that completion. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So let's see what the Tarot Grand Lux has to add to that. Oh boy. This is a really interesting stack. So we get the Death card, which is another major arcana, card number 13. We've had a lot of major arcanas here. Keep in mind, this is not necessarily a person's death. It is the death of the ego. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the World card and here's the Death card. What they're showing me is the world's ego needs to die so that we can move on, not just for humanity, but also Mother Earth. There needs to be this ego death, because humanity has gotten so out of control energy-wise, and it's not where it's supposed to be. Gosh, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But there needs to be this ego death of the world, of countries fighting other countries, and this country's better than that country, and it's just like a small family with infighting, and that needs to end because we're all dressed up in human suits. It doesn't matter who we are or what we are on the inside. We're all dressed up as in human suits, and we need to stop all this fighting, and we need to stop trying to control one another. A family is a microcosm of what's really going on in the whole world, but this needs to stop. We've got this beautiful whale that's the record keeper, that's, you know, soft and squishy and lovey. And then we've got this card that's represented by a man in a, I was going to say an iron mask, but we don't know what it's made out of. Today it'd be made out of plastic. With the two ravens, he's got the white rose. This is not necessarily about someone dying. It could be, this is a general reading, and I was talking about people passing, but we have to remember, like I said before, that when they pass, they level up. We're the ones that are stuck behind. But that doesn't mean that we are done here. We need to find the things that lift us up. If we're all living in love and compassion and forgiveness and high frequency, we're not going to fight, even in our own families. I choose to be surrounded by loving people. I choose to walk away from people that are not vibing at my frequency. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's see what the Celtic Tree Oracle says. Oh, look at this beautiful card. More, the sea. Card number 25, which is a 7. 25, 2 plus 5 is 7. Let's see. Whoops. 25. Is this the last one? Okay, so interestingly, this is the last card in this deck. So we've got the last card in the Major Arcana, the World. We've got the Death card, which is all about endings. And then we've got the last card in this deck. How interesting is that? So more the sea represents our maternal links, our yearning to travel in the element of water. With more, we honor all the waters on the planet, including that in our own blood and bodies, and the unconscious and inner child. The sea represents hidden knowledge and our ancestral lineages. I just want to point out, hidden knowledge, guess where that's kept? In the mobile library, right here in the whale. The sea encourages us to take spiritual pilgrimages to learn about our roots and experience gratitude for them. More also encourages the inner journey into the depth of our own souls. Do you feel called to take a pilgrimage? A lot of my clients and friends are doing just that. Either they're doing it or they're planning to go on trips. They're doing healings on the road. They're taking their classes on the road, but they feel the need to travel right now. Perhaps it's time for you to take a trip or a journey, one that connects you to your ancestral homeland or your spiritual home. Are you intrigued by sharpening your language skills in preparation for such a trip? You may be called to help protect the waters of the planet. This card indicates that it is time to offer your gratitude for the rivers, streams, lakes, ponds, waterways, and oceans. It is time to contemplate the water cycle that renews the earth with rain and moisture. And we just got a bunch of snow here. It is time to offer your gratitude for your own emotions and your tears. What ways can you protect the waters where you are? Whatever message More the Sea has for you, be sure to take time to connect with your ancestors and ask them for guidance and help as you travel your chosen path. Especially consider your maternal links. This is a time to honor the powers of the feminine and to honor the miracle of the female body and the miracle of birth. Women and men are asked to connect with respect and veneration for the divine feminine. And so I have to point out that that card talks about, birth. Here we have the Death card. Just like in stack number 2, where we were talking about the tower, stack number 1. We were talking about the tower falling down so something new can be birthed. It's the same thing here. We've got the Death card, something old leaving so something new can be birthed. To give the affirmation, we've got the last card of the Major Arcana. Last card here, last card in this deck, and then the Death card. This is all connected. And I know some people would take this as very sad, and it's not. This is not sad. This is all about all of us leveling up physically leveling up, spiritually leveling up, emotionally leveling up, mentally. It means raise your frequency. And to some of us, that means we're leaving this realm. A friend of mine just lost somebody last night. And, so one of the things that we do when somebody leaves is we work together. We support each other. And then we start talking to the person who's left. Because we want to make sure, one, they get where they're supposed to go. Because a lot of times people don't get where they are supposed to go as spirits because they don't know. And it's our job to help them get into the light. One of the things that I do is I connect with lots of lost souls that need to be in the light. And I enjoy it. I usually cry while I'm doing it because it's very, very emotional. But it's a very fulfilling thing. And we need to remember that we are the bridge between heaven and earth. We are. And if we ask for something here, it will be done. So as above, so below, as below, so above. If I ask for it, if I ask that these souls be taken into the light, it will be done. If I don't feel like I'm worthy of anything good, then that's what's going to be done. This is why I was talking earlier about being a magnet for all good things. We need to be a magnet for all good things. Then that's what we attract. We share our abundance and prosperity with others, right? I mean, that's what we do. We become a magnet and then we share. And we can share our time. We can share our spiritual expertise. I don't know if spiritual expertise is a thing, but spiritual ability. I don't consider myself an expert. We share bits of ourselves. And that's one of the things that we're supposed to do here, which is why I do these videos. So that was stack number 3. Whew. So let's finish off with a little golden singing bell. Recharge your batteries. I actually have goosebumps after stack number 3. I am sending you all blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, and divine health because you are all worthy of everything good. Be a magnet for all good things, okay? Be a magnet for abundance and prosperity. Be a magnet for unconditional love of the Creator. Be a magnet for divine health. Be a magnet for people that love you and support you and lift you up. And then be that person yourself. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I love you. You're why I do this. Have a blessed day. Namaste.